Hey Dylan, he's gotten so big. There's Paisley. She's gotten so much bigger, but nowhere near as big as Dylan. Got a lot of things growing in the garden right now. Got the dandelion going there, some lettuce, got some romaine that's kind of trying to finish its way out. I've got turnips, broccoli still coming. I just cut off the big florets. I've got a picture in there to show you in a second too. Got the purple and the green. Got mustard greens that still are going and they're turning into flowers. I think I might let them grow and see if I can get some seeds from them. I've got turnips going in there and they're beautiful. Just picked some. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. They got nice and big. Welcome back to the garden. I'm Tina, if you haven't been here before, and I'm going to show you some of the things I've been up to in the garden lately. Getting lots of produce right now. It's super exciting. Over here, I'm going to try to see if the potatoes are ready. The plants are dying, but I don't know if it's just because of the frost or if they're actually ready. So I'm going to dig around and see what's in there today. Got some different cabbages, some more of that Russian, I believe it's Russian kale if I'm correct. Such a beautiful leaf. Tastes really good. Goes great with eggs, soups, whatever. And right next to it, I have some cheddar cauliflower. This one right here is starting to get a little head on it. So cool. This other plant isn't getting one just yet, so hopefully it'll start catching up. I've got oak leaf lettuce. That's tasty stuff. This one was trying to go into a head with seed. I'm just getting one right there. See how it grows kind of spindly? It's trying to go into seed. I already snapped it off for the other part so it won't go into seed too soon. Give that to the chickens. And I've got iceberg lettuce that's trying to hang into there. That one's actually doing pretty darn good. But the other ones, they just haven't done as well. For some reason, the birds were really picking on those. And some, they're saying it's butter oak leaf. It's pretty tasty. It's got a red tone to it. Again, this one, for some reason, this one's doing so well. The other ones remain small so far and some even died. And then I've got some butterless. The birds just pick the heck out of it and it's trying to go to seed. And I've got over here some dinosaur kale. It's doing pretty good. I still have the arugula growing all through this section. They're starting to put out some little, where they're gonna try to bloom soon. Oh, especially this one right there. I may let that go to seed too, just so I can get some more seeds for free. Over here, I had planted some celery. I'm not sure if it's gonna do very well. Not so sure. I left them in the little pots too long. So I just recently put them in the ground, I believe about a week and a half ago. So we'll see how they do. Got some purple broccoli and some other things. I ended up taking the pictures off. I've got some purple Brussels sprouts. Those will be really cool if I can get them to go right. They're still so little, but I've got 4 plants of those. I'm hoping they do okay. And then down there I have got some purple kale of some sorts, which I have bigger stuff on the other side. Oh, and I planted some little scallion onions. And over here next to this part of the garden, I realized that there's asparagus growing here. I don't remember ever planting it there, but I may have put seed and just didn't remember doing it. And suddenly, lately, they have been just sprouting like crazy. So I put some brock around it so that way I don't step on them anymore. And we had some the other night and they were so tasty. Now over here I still have the artichoke plant. It's doing super well, but it's not exactly in the best place. It's right on the corner, right where I walk through my aisles. It gets pretty big when the weather gets nicer. It's right next to the chickens, so it would make a little bit of shade for them in the summertime, but it's just so bushy. I definitely may have to dig it up and transplant it in another area. So we'll see. Past the artichoke plant, I have a whole row of dirt where I can plant along with these other 2 rows. This row, it just has where the hot peppers were. They're, of course, kind of gone out. It got way too cold. There's some lingering Swiss chard that's not exactly doing that great and never did do that great. I'm definitely going to have to amend all 3 of these growing areas, including the last one. The last one really isn't doing as good as I'd like it to. I just think I need to put more stuff to the dirt to make it more healthy, more nutrients in it, so that way the plants can do their best. So I'm going to be digging us all up, get all these little weeds that are trying to grow already, and just straighten them up, get the wood sitting properly again, stuff like that, and then it'll be ready for me to plant in these areas. And under the olive tree here, I still have a bunch of different herbs growing. We've got some spearmint, we've got thyme, my rosemary, we've got oregano over there, some pretty purple flowers there that grow, and some marjoram. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Growing really nice so far. Get around so you can see better. Right there is the oregano. It's doing pretty darn good. Got a plant I need to get in the ground there. And I have these, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called now. Pink ladies or some kind of thing. It's some kind of root bulb that I just kind of threw on the ground because I meant to plant it, and it went ahead and started growing. So really excited about that. Some more little purple flowers. The basil definitely pooped out. They're not doing so hot anymore. Gotta put my little bird bath back together. The wind just really knocked the heck out of everything. Hey, baby girl, here's Paisley. You're a good girl. Yes, they're my little garden buddies. And through here, I got all the old tomato plants and all the stuff that was in here that was just past their prime. And I emptied this one too, had more tomato plants. I put some little strawberry plants in there just to kind of put them somewhere where I decided where I'm actually going to put them. I don't know, maybe I'll keep them there. I'm not super sure. I haven't decided quite yet, but it might make a good strawberry bed. And there is Dylan. He's getting so big. Yes. Another one of my little garden buddies. Doing so good. They've been doing great at catching rodents. I also still have the tires that I was planting in. All the stuff that was in them have now gone on and got all yucky. So I'm gonna either, I don't know if I want to keep them that way. I may make more boarded perimeter little raised beds and keep on putting them through this area and just move these tires, because I'm thinking about growing my potatoes in the tires, or maybe just flowers in all the tires kind of here and there so the bees will come. I'm still trying to make a decision on that one. I've got an old oak tree here with some plants that are still doing good that make some beautiful purple flowers. They're just getting ready to bloom. In fact, I see some bloom heads there. See those? Oh man, this is just the best plant, and I don't know if I still have the name for them or not, but man, they grow some beautiful purple flowers. They stay green all year long. I'll see if I can figure out what the names of those are for you. And all through this area, I kind of laid out some board, just trying to see how I wanted it. So I may have like about this side, like 3 there and then down, because my friend Chris went over there and flattened out these areas pretty decently. That way I could plant on them easier. I got another tier down here where it's flatter, and then it drops down to one more tier that's flattened out. And I think I may put my greenhouse here. So what happens is the wind always comes from that direction, really strong towards us. And it just, if I want to put it up against behind my she shed there, it's just going to beat it to death. It's going to fall apart. But I'm thinking if I put it down here where it's lower and all this brush is to the side of it, I think it'll cut down on wind big time. I think it'll be a little safer in this area. Well, hopefully anyways. Man, I've got a lot of work on my hands. A lot of the weeds are starting to grow. It's gonna take over these areas soon if I don't get it under control quickly. Plus I got a lot of stuff to pick up. Bunch of Model A parts through here. They definitely need to go way over there. So I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna start uprooting some of that stuff over there. I already uprooted some of the lettuce and put it in the other bed. So I think I'm gonna continue to take more of this stuff and put it in the other beds. And then I'm gonna check this for potatoes. Lettuces, and we're gonna transplant it to a better spot. Go deep under the roots if I can. Get as much of the root system as I can. And that'll make him happy. See? Now I got rid of most of the dirt. I'm just going to keep the stuff that's around the roots really well. There's a lot of potato roots that are all intertangled with it, and I think it'll be okay. I don't think I'm going to be starting new potatoes just from this. At least I don't think. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to go transplant this over here now. All right, so this is where it's going to set. I'm going to put it to the side right here. I'm going to dig a nice hole there for it. That way all of its little roots will fit. And I'm just going to take it, put it in here. Make sure that the neck of the plant is even with the dirt when you put it in there so it doesn't get too over covered. Oh, here comes the kittens, seeing what I'm up to. Hi, Dylan. All right. No, you leave that plant alone. All right. He thinks he's helping me, but he's not. It's just as simple as that. Ow! That is my hand, little man. Woo! Got sharp nails. I'll put that little tag right there again. And just like that, we've got a new lettuce planted right there. Hopefully it'll do well. Hey, Dylan. He's always my little helper. It's done good. I put some of the butter lettuce through here. It's not doing so hot, but I'm gonna see if planting it in a different spot will help. So we'll find out. Okay, so I got some of the lettuces planted, just a few. That one, I kind of took some dead stuff off of it and I ended up yanking a piece of it off. I was so upset. And all through the area, I went ahead and took out the rest of the romaine lettuce. It just wasn't doing too great. So I'm gonna take a lot of the stuff that is over here and I'm gonna just transfer it all. I think I'm gonna redo this whole bed, just get all this stuff out of here. It's almost done anyways with some of this stuff like the cabbages here. It's almost ready to pick completely, but I think everything will do okay when I go to transfer it. And then I can do something else with this bed. As I talked about, I'm gonna show you right here. There's a plant right here from when the potatoes were nice and green with the plant, but I don't know if they died because of the frost or if they're truly done, but I really don't think they're done. But we will find out. You can find out with me here. Undig some areas here about where the plant is. Let's see. Nothing yet. Let's see. Somewhere down in here there's got to be something, huh? Oh, I see a little something. It's that little itty bitty potato. It's so tiny. Oh my gosh. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, wait, here's some more. All right, you guys. We're running into some more potatoes here. Okay, but they're kind of small still. I think I'm gonna let them continue to go. And I just won't dig them up yet. But gosh, isn't that so cool? I'm gonna let them continue to grow in size I didn't think it was really time for them to be picked. I had a feeling. So I'm gonna leave that covered. I'm gonna let them continue to do more. I'm gonna guess that the others are about like that also. You can kind of see some dead plants there and there. They're kind of all over the place. It's kind of blending in with the straw now that we had big rains. But I'm gonna leave it at that for now. And I will be back to you soon, and I'll continue to show you what I've done next month. By then, a lot of things should have changed. All right, you guys have a fantastic month. I'll be back to you to show you some different things for exercise and nutrition and all kinds of great stuff. Take care, you guys. God bless.